Local and foreign adventurers. If you're looking to visit a place and feel a bit adventurous, then you need to book yourself a flight to Guatemala. Yes, it's one of the top must-see places you usually see as advertised in the media, but don't worry, we've got you covered. Today, we're listing down reasons why you need to visit Guatemala ASAP. But before we dive right into the topic, kindly give our video a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on so you won't miss any of our new releases. But first, let us give you a bit of an introduction to this beautiful country so at least you have a general idea of how it is. An overview of Guatemala. For those of you who are not familiar with this country, Guatemala is a Central American country situated south of Mexico. It has a tropical climate and is home to the wondrous but mysterious Mayan sites, volcanoes, and several rainforests. The country is even known as the Land of Eternal Spring, with its 19 diverse ecosystems and 30 national parks with protected areas that cover both cultural and natural reserves. It's roughly the size of the state of Ohio, with Guatemala City serving as its capital and also the largest city in the country. Exploring this country will take you at least a month, but we've narrowed down the top tourist spots so you can take your pick on what activity you want to pursue once you land on these diverse lands. Visit the Mayan ruins in Tikal. The crowning glory of this country, of course, belongs to the Mayan ruins, the most popular tourist destination in Guatemala, garnering numerous visitors annually. Located in the middle of the humid jungles in northern Guatemala lies the Mayan ruins, which are also one of the greatest archaeological sites in Central America. The ruins of Tikal exhibit more than 3,000 structures, wherein it was believed to be occupied between 600 BC and 900 AD. Pyramids, temples, plaza, and an acropolis are found within the site, which make it undoubtedly the largest Mayan archaeological site today. Spend a night or two at Antigua. Located west of the capital lies the city of Antigua, with its cobblestone-lined streets and old colonial buildings. The place is swarming with trendy restaurants and cafes and is surrounded by 3 volcanoes. Despite the numerous renovations done in the city, traces of the earthquakes that it has suffered are still evident in some of the buildings, such as in its churches and convents. Despite the cracks showing, they have been beautifully incorporated into the buildings, which makes it for interesting detail and appeal to the old but renovated structures. Experience the laid-back sceneries of MONTERRICO. Since you're already in Guatemala, might as well spend a day or two at the MONTERRICO Nature Preserve, or otherwise known as the Biotopo Monterrico, Hawaii. The small coastal village is perfect for those who just want to chill and relax with the ocean waves as their backdrop. The beach here has large waves, which are not ideal for swimming, which makes you want to admire it more from afar. The nature reserve was established to create a safe space for sea turtles, which is a common sighting in the area, as well as to protect the mangrove forests. The nature reserve is also home to several aquatic life and a variety of birds. Boat tours are offered for tourists and visitors alike who wish to discover more of this coastal area. Witness the volcanic activity of PACAYA volcano. If you're feeling adventurous and a bit daring, then might we suggest touring an active volcano as one of your activities? You read that right. Organized tours are offered in the PACAYA volcano located near Antigua. This volcano has been consistently active since 1975, with lava explosions constantly changing its appearance. At the tour, you can roast marshmallows over the heat created at the hot spots, but do take note that hiking in the area involves high risk since it is an active volcano. Nevertheless, if you still wish to continue, you can always opt to use horses as a means to reach the top. Drop by the Chichicastenango market. If you're having a hard time pronouncing that, then just call it the Chichi, as the locals do. The Chichi market is located in a large town surrounded by valleys and mountains and hosts one of the most hectic and largest markets in Guatemala, especially on Thursdays and Sundays. Here you may discover a lot of goods, from food to clothes, and even distinctive textiles and fabrics, which is what it's famous for. This is a great location for photography enthusiasts, but make sure to ask permissions first before you shoot your shot, since some people there don't like it when they're being photographed. Explore the city of Quetzaltenango. The second largest city in the country, Quetzaltenango serves as the commercial center of southwestern Guatemala. Commonly known as Zela, it comprises neoclassical buildings with Parque Centro America as the city's major site. The city was a major trading and artistic community, with a majority of the buildings erected during the 19th century. For those of you looking to do volunteer work, this city offers a variety of non-profit work wherein you could learn Spanish by doing so. Hiking is also a popular activity. You can visit Volcan Tajomulco, the highest point in Central America. Take a dip in the waters of SEMUC CHAMPEY. This next one on the list is quite a challenge to reach, but it is worth all the effort. Located deep in the jungle and only accessible by a 2.5-kilometer hike in a humid jungle or bumpy 4x4 ride, SEMUC CHAMPEY will reward you with its natural pools, colored vibrant green and turquoise, with the waters being shelved by a 300-meter limestone. Most tourists of Guatemala go to the country without discovering this natural gem, since it's well hidden in the rainforest of eastern Guatemala and is a portion of the Cajoban River. Experience the colorful yet chill town of Livingston. Livingston makes you feel like you're living the Caribbean dream and not in Guatemala. Livingston is home to wonderful beaches and is also where the boats to and from Belize arrive. The town is also known for its brightly painted wooden houses and is the home of Garifuna descendants of escaped would-be slaves, and the indigenous Maya, which are known for creating their own culture and language. English and Creole-speaking people of West Indian descent are also seen in this area as well. Explore the rock foundations of GRUTAS de LANQUIN. Located in the northeast of Coban lies the LANQUIN Caves, which consists of deep limestone caverns, which house an underground river, various rock formations, and lagoons. A portion of this cave is open for touring, which includes low-lit areas and rugged walkways. The caves also house a religious shrine, which is considered sacred and revered by the local indigenous people. The LANQUIN Cave is also home to 1,000 bats, where the act of leaving to look for food in a nearby forest during sundown is a sought-after event. Visit Museo Popol Vuh. If you're staying at the capital, then you might as well drop by and visit the Museo Popol Vuh to learn more about the country's culture, especially in regards to the Mayans. The museum houses numerous artifacts of the Mayans and is also home to a lot of colonial art. Masks, pottery, tools, sculptures, and gems can be seen on display at the museum, which is dedicated to the country's cultural heritage. Savor the sceneries at Lake ATITLAN, Lago de ATITLAN. Lake ATITLAN is also a must-see destination in the country, where you can access it from Guatemala City via a 2-hour drive or less than an hour and a half drive if you're coming from Antigua. Described as the most beautiful lake in the world, it sits in a volcano crater surrounded by hills and volcanoes with villages on the shore that are accessible via boat. To enter Lake ATITLAN, you must go through the city of Panajachel and make your way to the water taxis at the shorefront. Boats line up here to take passengers to the village of San Pedro, Santiago ATITLAN, San Andres Samatabay, Santa Catrina Palopo, San Lucas Toliman, and some other small villages that are known for their distinct features. Learn more about the Mayan costumes at Museo Ixchel del Traje. For history buffs that are curious about the Mayan costumes, then you need to drop by the Museo Ixchel del Traje. Named after the Mayan goddess of fertility and weaving, the museum showcases traditional Guatemalan costumes from regular everyday garments to ceremonial clothes. The textiles date way back to the end of the 19th century and originated from 120 Guatemalan communities. To access this museum, just head over to the Universidad Francisco Marroquin campus where it is located. Take a hike to reach VOLCAN de AGUA. VOLCAN de AGUA is another popular tourist spot that's home to a lot of cafes and restaurants with a breathtaking view. Just make sure to climb this trail with an official guide, since robberies have become somewhat of an event in recent years. Discover the town of FLORES. Before people proceed to wonder at the ruins in Tikal, they usually drop by first to enjoy a beer or two in the town of Flores. The town sits on the ancient Mayan city of Nojpetin and is set on an island in the middle of Lake Petén Itzá in northern Guatemala. Take a cruise at Rio Dulce. And finally, last but not least, you need to at least take a cruise on the Rio Dulce, literally translated to Sweet River. The Rio Dulce connects Lago Isabel with Livingston on Guatemala's Caribbean coast. It is listed in the UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the best way to savor the scenery is by taking a boat to explore the jungles. You'll be shocked at how the place is retained as it is, without a trace of modernity, all in its pure form. With that, we're concluding today's video on why you should visit Guatemala ASAP. We hope you learned a lot from this video, and hopefully it helps you set your itinerary if you're planning to push through and visit the country. Mind the health protocols though, and keep safe. And before you go, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe button so you're updated on our new releases. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you again next time.